In Cubase you can not only record note on and note off events, but you can also record so-called continuous messages, like the most famous two are probably pitch bend and modulation. And you can record them as anything else that you record in Cubase and edit them afterwards and things like that. This is a little example I'm going to do with pitch bend. Set up my recording. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can see this is the pinch bend information there, the big white lines, and these are my chords I've played. Let's open the editor and have a look at the information. This is the editor. As usual, I'm going to hide the transport bar, F12. And the pitch bend information is visible if we search for pitch bend here. That's the information that I've played. You can increase this window and solo the part. And so on. It wasn't played very well with in terms of timing and things like that, but that doesn't really matter for now. You can edit this information with a pencil, same as you can edit the velocity information. You can just draw in different lines. And you can also create new information by pressing Alt at the same time while drawing. By the way, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 events. This event here starts there, which is in bar 1, beat 4, second 16th note. And the reason why it goes down is because the next event then comes in on the third 16th note, and the next event after that one comes in on the fourth 16th note, and so on. So if I want to delete this event here, I'll just select it as I've just done now. I've clicked on it, it becomes black, and press the delete key on the keyboard. Backspace. No, I wouldn't have it. Let's get the eraser. Now it's gone. I think it didn't delete it because there were a few events at the same time. I'll do the same trick here. Press delete. Now it deleted it. Yeah. So there were a few events on top of each other which I've created before, and that's why when I press delete, only one of the events was deleted, and there was still another event underneath the first one. But anyhow, you can now see that this event here still starts at the same position, but the next event comes in on bar 2. So this is why this event here looks as if it's one big block, but it isn't really. It just means that the event is here and it lasts until the next event comes in. In the controller section of the Midi editor, not all of the two tools that we've used up here work in the bottom as well. Even though you can see all the tools, not all of them work. The pencil works, and you can use the pencil to control the messages, redraw some of the eraser works. You can delete lines. See, I'm deleting them, not creating new events. What's happening is that this red event here is deleted, and then the blue one is the remaining one, which will then become bigger. That's that. And then if I delete this event there, that one, that little red one in front of it, will then become the next value, or the next valid value for all this time. So the eraser works. The brush doesn't work. The speaker doesn't work. But the cross works. With the cross, you can create ramps, And all of these here lie on this ramp. Or here, for example, you can create ramps of events depending on how many events you've got and how fine they're distributed and what the resolution is of those events. Those ramps look either better or worse depending. So you could delete all of these, for example. The resolution is set to 16th nodes, and you could get the pencil, press Alt, draw in lots of events. Now they're all 16th nodes apart. You can use your arrow keys on the keyboard to scroll through those events, and you might be able to see that there are two events on top of each other. Now the bottom event is selected, and you can just see the black fine line, and now the big event that you can see is selected. If I press delete now, I would have deleted one of the events. You can just go scroll through these. Yep, I could delete that one, and so on. And if you then use, if you use the pencil, you can then just change these values like that. And if you use the cross, you can just create ramps again. And let's check that the other two symbols, this one doesn't work and that one doesn't work either. Okay, I've recorded pitch bend information, and let's see what it sounds like if we mess about a little bit more. So I'll take the ramp and do this and play the song back. And you can hear the pitch of all those chords going up gradually. Obviously I prefer to keep my original recording, so I'll just press the escape key. Do you wish to cancel all changes made in the editor? Yes. And I'm back in my arrangement window, and if I then click on the editor, my initial pitch bend information, my pitch bends are back again. I actually prefer the first part of those 8 bars, so I'll cut in the middle, delete the last bit, and copy that one, Control K, I type in 1, let's do a ghost copy, and there's the next part. You can not only record pitch bend information but also modulation information, and you don't need to record them at the same time. So I'll now run another recording take, and I'll just move my modulation wheel to modulate what I've recorded in the first place. Let's glue these together. The new big black lines that you can see here are the modulation wheel information which I just recorded. If we go into the editor, go for this one and choose modulation, all my modulation wheel movements come up, and in order to hear it properly I'm going to delete all the pitch bend information that I've done before. So I'll select pitch bend again, I select all of these by drawing a rectangle around them, I press delete. Now the pitch bend information is gone. Go for the modulation. Strong modulation, medium modulation, and here we've got low modulation. And in case you don't like what you've recorded, you can record straight into the editor if you wanted to. So I'm going to select all of these here, delete them, go to the beginning of the track, and I'll record straight into the editor now. 1, 2, 3, 4. we've talked about quantizing before, and I'll now quantize what I've recorded in the first place according to eighth notes. So I'll set this one down for eighth notes. I'll press the Q key, quantize everything, and I hit undo quantize because I want to show you that whenever you quantize the notes up here, the controller information is not being quantized. So I'll hit quantize again and see how these mountains stay where they are, whereas the notes move slightly into a different position. And I quantize it again, go to the beginning of the part, I press 1 and play it again.